An interaction between African-American teens and Tempe police.
Now the department is reviewing what happened, and as ABC 15's Zach Crenshaw discovered, a nearby witness recorded the whole thing, and it escalates rapidly.
This video begins when the Tempe police officer arrives on scene. He was called because two teens were arguing, possibly fighting in the middle of the street. But when he arrives, the teens stop fighting and quickly turn their attention to the officer, and a hostile confrontation follows. The officer immediately detains one of the teenagers, who feels disrespected. A nearby teen girl quickly starts arguing legality.
That's our property, and I'm saying that it's fine.
This is not your property. This is not your property. I am tired of coming out here dealing with Keith and all this shit.
Seconds later, and off camera, an 11-year-old pipes up.
So how about you get another police officer? Go inside!
Why don't you grow up and go inside like you just got told?
That comment changes the whole encounter.
Don't talk to my little brother like that.
The child's older sister and brother begin berating the officer.
Cop attitude with me again. What the f*** you do, Tay? Sit down.
20 seconds later, he's handcuffing the 18-year-old. 2 minutes later, Keith tries to stand up. The officer pulls him to the sidewalk, and little brother comes running out.
Get away from me.
You gonna scrap what he like?
Maybe both parties could have done things a little bit differently.
Tempe police admit things didn't need to escalate to this moment, but also say the officer was trying to ensure everyone's safety.
There's always things that we can do better. This will be an opportunity for us to examine this and look at ways that we can improve.
African American kids have a mindset where minority communities at times are policed a little bit harsher than other communities.
Pastor Andre Miller is a community leader who works to improve policing across the valley.
I think that it just highlights that there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Later, backup arrives. The older teens are being taken to squad cars, and the 11-year-old and officer are once again squared off. This time, the child shoves the officer.
Now you're under arrest.
After, the two discuss it.
You're arresting my brother, bro! Of course I'm gonna say!
The confrontation doesn't end with handshakes or smiles. Pastor Miller's just hopeful Tempe police will take the incident and say,
We're going to have proactive, constructive conversations to change the culture in our policing.
Now, Keith was arrested for 2 misdemeanors. The other teen let go. Pastor Miller tells me he's meeting with the city in the coming weeks and hopes to sit down with the family and the police department to start the reconciliation process. Zach Crenshaw, ABC 15, Arizona.